Hey, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS and this is the reason why I can't record videos outside. This is literally 10 minutes. Yeah, there was a lot of cars. So anyways, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS and today guys, I'm going to be telling you why I miss grief mode so much and why I think it needs to be added to Black Ops 3. JC Backfire made a video about this. He's another zombies YouTuber and I think that he did a really good job on his video, but he also left out a couple things that I'm going to be mentioning in this video. So if you want to check out his video, it's down in the description. I recommend you guys go watch it after this video. So anyways guys, today I wanted to mention about why I think grief mode needs to be added into Black Ops 3. Now if you guys don't know what grief mode is, basically it's a 4v4 game mode in Black Ops 2 Zombies. It was on Mob of the Dead, Buried, as well as Town, and basically 2 teams of 4 battle it out to see who can survive the longest. And it was honestly a great game mode. I've noticed that I became a much better player playing grief. I would always play when my friends weren't online and it was honestly a lot of fun. Another great thing about it is on Mob of the Dead they had PhD flopper, so you could get the Mustang and Sally's and you could get a bunch of different guns, and it was always really interesting. Now the cool thing about it as well is they blocked off part of the map, so you couldn't go to the whole map, you couldn't go onto the roof on Mob of the Dead, you couldn't even go up into the infirmary. It was literally the first 2 floors that you spawned on, and you could spawn in different areas, and it was really cool. They also added in meat, which was basically another power-up where you grabbed meat and you could like throw it at an enemy and then all the zombies would come to the meat, which was really cool as well. And they made grief mode so interesting because there was no juggernaut. You actually had to be a pretty good player to survive, because if you got hit 3 times you would go down. Now I think grief really did make me a much better player because I really learned like the best way to train. I became really good at training from playing grief, and I think that ultimately players would benefit a lot if grief was in Black Ops 3. For example, on Horizon Drac, they could have it inside of, you know, the main like Eagle's Nest area and Samantha and Eddie's room, and maybe like downstairs. And if that was it would be really cool because it'd be really close quarters and really interesting and a lot of fun. And I really think that they need to add more diversity to this game, because honestly like Zetsubo is pretty hard. If they had a certain part on Zetsubo, that would be really interesting as well. And now we're getting to the point where we've already had so much, and now Treyarch takes a step back in the wrong direction. We had a couple other game modes in Black Ops 2 as well. Why wouldn't they have grief? I know a lot of people didn't really like it back then, but now that we have so little and we're waiting for the next map, like we were sick of Zetsubo after like 2 or 3 weeks. You know, Horizon Drac lasted until DLC 2 almost, or probably a couple weeks before that, and honestly we just need longevity in our game. That's why we really need grief mode, and I love grief mode so much, and it would add so much diversity. Now that we have this full ranking system, we can, you know, rank up playing grief mode, which would be so sick. You know, you get like a certain amount of XP if your team wins, you get a certain amount of XP if you revive your teammate, which you already do. But you know, if they added it a little bit more, you know how like in Search and Destroy, if you kill someone you get more points than you would if you're just playing team deathmatch. I think that if they did that with grief, it'd be a good way to rank up, and you would actually have to become a better player, which I know for me, like I'm really sick of going into public games and having to play with people who don't know how to play. And I think that if they added in grief mode, it would cause a lot of people to play it, and ultimately they would become better, and thus making public matches better as well. So let me know your opinions on this, guys. Another thing that they could also do with grief is that they could add in gobblegums. If you added in gobblegums, it would create even more stuff into the game, because normally everyone's fighting over kills. You want to get as much kills so you can buy perks, so you can pack a punch, and that ultimately is really important. So if they added in different things where you basically could use gobblegums, you could use, you know, killing time, you could use perkaholic, okay, maybe not perkaholic, but like if they use certain grief like gumballs you could use in Grief, or maybe you could only use normal ones, or they could create new sets of gobble gums that were only for Grief. That is something they could do as well. Like, there's so much possibilities with Grief mode, and I think it honestly would have been so good. So anyways guys, I really hope they do add it in with one of these DLCs. I believe they added it in DLC 2 in Black Ops 2. I don't know 100% for sure. I'm pretty sure they added in another mode in DLC 3, so I don't really know, but I would really like to see it because it would add longevity to the game. Once we get sick of the maps, we can go to the map and play like a small part of it and actually like battle it out against people. And I know for me, that'd be so fun to play against like you guys and have other people on my team, and we're like doing sub lobbies 4v4. It would be so fun for like YouTube and YouTubers to make like challenge videos against each other. It'd be so fun. So I'd really like to see that added into Black Ops 3. Let me know what you guys like down in the comment section. My name is GregFPS. Hope you guys have been enjoying my videos recently. I've been spending a lot more time on them, making them better. So if you have been, let me know down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.